So hello everyone. I just thought I'd give you a sample of one of the youngsters that will be for sale in Dublin show upcoming. Again, everything is going. The young birds will be going out to the Dublin show. Well, a good handful of them, a good lot of them, and then everything else will be going for the auction. The stock birds and the rest of the birds that are flying out here. Same as I did last year. I brought a load of young birds to the Dublin show, mature young birds. This is an example one out of the Padfield line. You can see it there. Very nice youngster. I'll just explain how this young bird is bred. So when I got the Padfield birds in originally a couple of years back, I think it's about I think it was 2015, 2014 I think it was. So in 2015 I would have bred double grandchildren of Padfield's Invincible. Okay, so bred quite a few of them, and and then in 2016, when these 2015 pigeons were yearlings, I took the yearlings out of the race team and put them into the stock loft. And what I did with the double grandchildren was I paired them back to the original children. And what that did was that gave me youngsters of that year for 2016, which were grandchildren of Padfield's Invincible on one side and great-grandchildren of Padfield's Invincible on the other side, okay? With the sire of these, or the dam of these, being double grandchildren. So double grandchildren paired to children, okay? So that was what I did in 2016. 2016, that's what I bred in 2016, double grandchildren. Sorry, it's 2015 I started this. So 2016, I bred my double grandchildren. I'll show you an example of one of the double grandchildren. 2017, I took the double grandchildren, paired them back to the children. 2018, I took the young birds from the double grandchildren paired with the children. Those young birds in 2018, which is this year, went back into the stock loft, a handful of them, okay? I'll show you one example of one of the cocks that was in the stock loft this year as a 2017 pigeon. So a 2017 pigeon means he is bred out of double grandchildren paired with direct children, okay? So then the young birds, like this year, for example, this pigeon here, is a grandchild of Padfield's Invincible, and he's also bred out of a grandchild from double grandchildren and children, if you get what I mean. So the pedigree is actually lovely. And what it does in the line breeding perspective is, on one side, it keeps Padfield's Invincible. The performance pigeon in the pedigree is always at the grandparent point. And on the opposite side, he always becomes the great-grandparent. In every line, he's always the great-grandparent on. So when you look at it on the great-grandparent side, he's the grandchild, grandfather, great-grandfather, great-great-grandfather, great-great, and so on. And that's how you walk it down. So I was intending to breed these birds that way. This is a beautiful, beautiful checkpoint cock. Ring number is 11357. I'm sure this bird will be out in the Dublin show. Just going through his head mode there, you can see him. But a very, 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 very nice, well-balanced, medium-sized, medium to small cockbird. Very nice. I'm very, very happy with the young birds that were produced this year. So now I'm going to get the father of this pigeon, or uncle, but one of the birds from last year, the 2017 pigeons that would have been a grandchild from their children paired with double grandchildren. Okay. So this fella here, very similar looking pigeon, as you can see, very similar colour. I'll just show you his 2017 ring there. Okay, so it's 2017 this fella, and his ring number is, I'll just tell you. So he's 136863, 2017 136863. So this pigeon last year in 2017 was bred from children of Padfield's Invincible paired to double grandchildren. Okay, so again, his grandfather is Padfield's Invincible, but also his great grandfather is Padfield's Invincible, and his great great grandfather is Padfield's Invincible, the way I've bred them. And another smashing cock. Again, this one will be there in the auction. The young boards will predominantly young boards in the Dublin show, which is what I've done last year as well, as I mentioned. So that's where he'll be going. Now I'm going to show you one of the double grandchildren that would have been bred in 2016. So this is the double grandchild, 2016 ring, as you can see there, blue ring. This guy was bred in 2016. He's just gone through a heavy molt. He's just finished rearing the last of the Musgrove Wizard youngsters. This fellow was actually in the stock loft last year, so he's the sire of some of the 2017 Padfield lines that is here. Padfield's boars that are here. Look at that, like a complete tail molt. Like he's 4 feathers left on the tail. Crazy. I've never seen it. I've actually got one of his half brother there. I might actually show you for the fun. He's dropped everything, you know, he's nothing left on him. But anyway, so this is a 2016 double grandson of Padfield's Invincible. He'll be a cracker when he molts out, when he finishes his molt. He usually is. He's an absolutely phenomenal pigeon, and that's why I picked him to go into the stock life and use him for breeding last year. Like I said, he's just finished rearing, but he's in excellent health. I mean, they don't molt like this unless they're in good health, so I can't actually complain. I'm just going to show you this guy with no tail. This is a 2017 pigeon, again bred from double grandchildren, paired with grandchildren. I've never in my life seen this. Only these pigeons weren't actually out of the loft flying. I'd have thought a hawk got this fella. Look at that. Like, he dropped every single tail feather in one go. I could not believe it. So this guy is, like I said, a grandson of Padfield's Invincible on one side, and a great grandson on the other side, and also a great grandson on the other side. And again, another smashing cock. Smashing cock. Again, he'll be on the sale at the auction that I'm going to be having. Okay? Yeah. So that's where we are. We're there now. Everything's going well. This is actually one of the last of the Wizards youngsters. About 7 or 8 weeks old. Coming on well. They'll be here for the auction as well. We'll be looking at €300 for a board like this. €500 out of the 550 out of the studs. Pigeons that have flown Barcelona. Direct children now of 3 times Barcelona. Yes, out of race time, but my God, what does it take to fly Barcelona 3 times? Have a good evening, everyone.